What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the GameFreak. Today we are going to do a review on three games. 3-game review in one. And the games that I am talking about is a trilogy from the Super Nintendo and also one of my favorite trilogy movies of all time. I know there's more than three, but the original trilogy is, where it's at. And the games I'm talking about is Super Star Wars, Super Empire Strikes Back, and Super Return of the Jedi. Now, believe it or not, this is the first time that I have ever played these games, and I'll explain in the review. So I don't want to give anything away here, so let's just dive into it, show a little bit of gameplay, and I'll let you know what I think of these games, playing them for the first time in 2025. I know that's crazy, but like I said, I'll explain why I am just now playing these in the review. So let's check this out. I've been a Star Wars fan my whole life. I was at the drive-in with my parents and my older siblings when the movie released. However, I don't remember because I wasn't quite a year old yet. I do remember watching Empire Strikes Back at the drive-in because I was 4 years old. I was immediately in love with the franchise. At the age of 7, my sister took me to the movie theater to see the premiere of Return of the Jedi. By that time, I was already knee-deep in Star Wars action figures and playing Star Wars games on the Atari 2600. As I got older, I was getting the Star Wars games on the original Nintendo. I loved those games, even though looking back, they weren't that great. Fast forward, I totally skipped the Super Nintendo and went directly to the Sega Genesis, so naturally, I missed out on these 3 games. The whole Super Nintendo world is new to me. I regret that I just now started my Super Nintendo journey. I'm honestly having a blast. Naturally, these Star Wars games had to be some of the first games in the start of my collection. I started playing this trilogy as soon as I bought them at the Torg Gaming Market near the end of June. Now, I'll be completely honest. I completed Super Star Wars fairly quickly, but it was hard as balls. When it comes to Super Empire Strikes Back and Super Return of the Jedi, I have not completed them entirely yet. Both games are a blast, but extremely difficult. With my busy work schedule, I'm hoping to finally complete them within the next week or so. I'm literally on the last level on both games, but rage quit on both because of the over-the-top difficulty. This doesn't take away from how I feel about these games though. My first impressions of this trilogy would have to start with the graphics. For the age of these games, the visuals are impressive. You can actually tell who each character is. Even the sound effects hold up well today. The soundtrack stayed true in keeping that Star Wars vibe and helped keep me engaged in the game. The gameplay itself was surprisingly smooth, which made these games much more enjoyable regardless of how tough they are. Now, some may wonder, why did you start up Return of the Jedi without completing Empire Strikes Back? Basically, it was to control my patience. I can't emphasize this enough. These games are hard. But with only one level each to go on the last 2 games of this trilogy, I believe I can give an honest and fair opinion on these games. I think that they are a blast and should definitely be a part of anyone's collection that owns a Super Nintendo, especially if you are a Star Wars fan. It was awesome to be able to play as some of my favorite childhood characters. But I guess using the words childhood characters isn't entirely fair, since they are still some of my favorite movie characters today. I'm thrilled that I finally got the chance to experience all 3 of these games. I know for a fact that these games will all be replayed numerous times in the future. I honestly enjoyed the versions of these Star Wars games more than the modern takes on the series. I wouldn't consider them masterpieces, but I would consider them a must-own. So, stuff like this happens when you decide to skip over a certain console. Now, these are like brand new to me. Brand new. And I had an absolute blast playing them. I still do have to uh, complete the last two, Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, which, I should be able to do within a week, but I'm not going to lie. I had to take a little bit of a break because, I've had a few people tell me, hey, them games are pretty damn tough. And they weren't lying, they weren't exaggerating. They are tough. So I think after I, calm down a little bit, get my marbles back and stuff, I'll be able to complete the remaining two within a week. And maybe I'll touch up on it like on the retro hour or something like that, or in another video. I'm not real sure, but if you do not own these games and you do have a Super Nintendo, I recommend them. I really enjoyed them a lot, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. Like I said, I think that you're really gonna enjoy these. And I'm not just saying that I enjoyed these more than the modern versions of the games, like for the PS4 and PS5 and Xbox and stuff. I actually liked these a lot better, but I'm also a sucker for side scrollers. And there's a lot of side scrolling in this, but you also get to fly in spaceships like the Falcon and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool too. So let me know what you guys think of these games, if you've played them or if you now plan on checking them out. Just let me know in the comments section. Awesome games, in my opinion. I think they're awesome. So feel free to let me know your opinions on them in the comment section. And if you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out this channel a lot, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. And also, if you are a content creator, don't forget to type in that word content in the comment section. That's all you got to do. Type in the word content, right in the comment section. We have something on this channel that I like to call the Game Freak Army, and if we see that word content, we will go to your channel. Doesn't matter if you are a gaming channel or not, any kind of channel. Type in content, we go to your channel, and we will subscribe to you, because that's what we all do here, man. We want to help each other out, help each other's channels grow. That's what it's all about, man. Just helping each other out, having a good time. No one's trying to be king of YouTube or anything like that. This is not a popularity contest. It's all about having a good time. At least that's what it should be. That's what it is for me. That's what YouTube's all about. So, again, feel free to type in that word content in the comment section. And once again, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. And until the next one, game on, everybody.